So one of the resources I chose to talk about is called Reading Rockets. Um, it has many features. You can see um, things on teaching reading and topics on helping the struggling readers in your classroom, to different reading topics, and then children's books and authors. And while I was looking around inside, I went to choosing and using kids' books because sometimes I think that's one of the harder things to do, is choosing what kind of books that are going to be the best for your students. And then under here you can see um, there's many different resources available, audiobooks, ebooks, um, different things about illustrators, the high and the low levels, um, creating a good library in your classroom or at home, um, free and low cost books. And so um, it gives you Reading Rocket's favorite audiobooks, ones that they recommend, ideas for teachers, um, learn alouds, um, then the different ebooks, um, choosing different books, Reading Rainbow. This is very good. I actually grew up listening to Reading Rainbow. Um, the high-low books, um, and the one that really stuck out to me was creating a library using Scholastic, Teacher's Mentor, or Super Pages. Those were really cool. My favorite one was this, the Reading Adventure Packs. This is something that Reading Rockets provides. And if you go into the adventure pack, you can see that these are for families. Um, you can print these out for your children in PDF form, or you can send a teacher a link, and you have all these themed reading packs. Animals, environment, food, and it goes kindergarten, first grade. And if you keep scrolling, oh, and these are offered in English and Spanish, which I thought was really awesome. No need for, uh, and these go all the way to third grade. No need for translation. So, it gives you different topics: heroes, birds, archaeology, government, gardening, money, stars, flight, bees, rivers, buildings, weather, cooking. Anyways, the list goes on and on. And so I just went ahead and clicked on one of these. And then, sorry, my computer's taking a little long. You can see that you can download this as a PDF in English or Spanish. So we're just going to download in English real quick. And you can see it gives you the PDF. Now, this gives contents: 2 books, 1 fiction, 1 nonfiction, a parent information sheet, 3 activity sheets, a bookmark, and a parent survey. So, gives you kind of instructions on what this does. It gives a page for you to address the parents, tell them what their child's going to be doing for this activity at home, and goes through the instructions. And then it tells you the supplies that you're going to need to make a homemade instrument. This one happens to be for a homemade shaker or cymbals. And talks about music being everywhere. And then it gives a parent survey to you read books and activities together about what? Music, and then tell the experience. It was easy and fun to do. The decoration, the directions were difficult. And that way the teacher can know whether to give a step up the next activity or maybe a step down. And then it goes on to give you additional titles for books. The featured titles are obviously here and here, but then there are many different titles to choose from. And I thought that this was awesome because it and then it gives you here to where you can get the books if you really wanted to. But this is obviously something that you would check out from the school library or your public library. And then it lets you see what the other book looks like that they recommend. But then again, it gives you many different titles to be able to choose from to be able to do this specific activity. So that was one of my favorite things. I think stuff like this is very important, and it allows a child to take what they've learned at school and then go home and generalize it to the things in their home and make connections with objects and vocabulary that they've learned so that they can commit those things to memory, which is really, really important, especially for children at young ages. And that's my review for Reading Rocket's website.